Hello, Matthew Mathers. This video will help get you through the next 3 papers. You should have an percentage paper that says, where did I put it? Here it is. Too many classes, so little space. It says percentage 3, finding an old amount when you're increasing. You also have a paper that says percentage 4, finding an old amount when decreasing, and then there's a practice test. So this video will show you both the percentage 3 and percentage 4 papers, and then the practice test has nothing new. If you have questions, email me, I'll answer them. I could make a video about questions, but there's nothing really new for me to do for a few videos or a few days worth after this. So again, it's yesterday's lesson, but you've probably known for a long time, everything in math you can do one way. There's always an expectation that you can and will learn how to reverse that process. So today we're just reversing the process. In the old video you had an original amount, a percentage of change, and then you figured out a new. Today we're going to take the new after a change has been made and backtrack our way back. So the key number still continues to be 100. On an increasing kind of sheet, like sheet 3 is all increase questions. Interest, investments are going up, towns are growing, people are getting raises, tax is going on, you're giving people tips, there's percentages that increase. So we're still continuing to add on everything to do with sheet 3. So we'll always take 100, percents are always based on 100, we're always looking to add, and I'll tell you some sort of an amount, like there's a percentage here, 3% increase because you got a raise, or because a town grew, or 3% interest on your investment, or some sort of a percentage. So if I'm talking about 3%, we're up then to 103. If we're looking at 103%, there is an invisible decimal at the end, and we need to move that left twice, as last lessons, to make a decimal, because decimals are more practical for us to use on a calculator or just do math with, however we do it. Then the difference today, since we're working backward, is instead of the multiplication to take the original and multiply to make a new, we're going to have to go back. So we're going to take a final sort of amount and divide our way back. So I would tell you a story like you got a 3% raise, your new salary is now $257.50. So you would have to take the $257.50 and you would look to divide by 1.03. And what that should produce for you, again, using calculators for these if you like, should get you $250. Do one more just to be sure. If you're sure already, you don't need to keep watching this for the second problem. But let's say we go to a restaurant and we give the waitress an 18% tip. So we go to give the waitress an 18% tip. We need to do 18 added to 100 is 118. Move the invisible decimal left twice to be looking at 1.18. And I tell you something like your credit card gets billed for $74.34. And I ask you, how much was the check originally before you added on the tip? Take the $74.34 final, divide by the number we came up with, and that should punch in and give you $63 was your original bill. That's it for percentage increase. If you're going to do that sheet now, just do it. Mark down somewhere the time on this video, and you could come back and do interest for another time. If you want to keep listening, just keep listening. If we do percentage decrease problems in the same way for sheet 4, the only difference is going to be that we are going to subtract numbers. So if I want to tell you there was a town that was 52,000 people, and that town had a 3% shrink in population, we would subtract the 3 from the 100 to get a 97. Well, 97 is a decimal, it's 0.97. Look, I gave you the wrong number, sorry. Gave away the answer already. This should have been, the population after the shrink is 50,440. before the shrink, if you divide that, it is going to grow to 52,000, and that's the kind of thing we're doing. I'll do one more. So we're going to a store, there's things on sale, 25% off sale. So we want to take 25% off of our price. We're looking at then 75 as a decimal. That's 0.75 if we go left twice. And I tell you something like $37.50 is what they expect in cash or credit or however you're paying these days. What was the original price before the sale? If you're paying $37.50 at the end, take $37.50, divide by our magic number, and then churn out the original price should have been $50. And that should take you through sheet 4. So sheet 3, first half of the video, sheet 4, second half of the video. Practice test is put it all together, and that should do you for a while. Work at your own pace, but please work. See you later, Matthew Mathers.